Mr. Green.
Hey, hey, hey.
The only one who didn't kill anybody on my favorite movie of all time.
uh, really?
Yes.
What's your favorite movie of all time?
Clue.
Oh, I know. Oop, oop,
I love Clue.
oop.
Hey, people, why is that your favorite movie of all time? I don't know. I mean, a
Wait,
very,
is
very,
that the
very
one with
close, a
what's her
very
name?
close second is lead on me.
I'm thinking of Clueless. Never mind. I was about to say
Not
Stacey Dash.
Clueless. The movie based off the board game.
Uh, okay.
Yeah,
When was okay? When was that made?
in the 80s,
Okay, there we go.
and it had three endings.
Oh wow.
And every movie theater got a different ending. So depending on which movie theater when you went to, you saw a different ending.
See,
And you didn't even know which ending was the correct ending until it came out on VHS.
I need movies to be that good. Like that's wow. That's interesting. Like,
Like, and that was the big thing. Like you and people literally would go to different movie theaters to see the alternate endings.
mm-hmm. Oh wow. I remember
Mhm.
like different things that happen with movies, and this is we got a sidebar because with the Titanic movie, they actually had a intermission because the movie was so long in the
I
theater.
don't remember an intermission in the middle of Titanic. I just remember having to sit there through that mess.
I don't know. One of my mutuals on TikTok said they remember there being an intermission. They say you can go and get your popcorn, your drinks, go to the bathroom, and they pause. They
I
essentially.
don't remember that at all.
Oh wow.
An intermission?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I gotta look that up later now.
I don't remember. I remember watching the Titanic, and I never remember that part.
Hmm. Maybe it was catered to certain theaters. Like certain theaters did different things. They literally paused it and was like, "Hey,
I think that's urban legend.
not urban legend."
That's an urban legend. I've never even heard that before.
Hmm.
And I was when the Titanic came out, I was thinking high school. What
Hmm.
year did the Titanic come out?
You know, it was somewhere in
90.
the 90s.
It was late night. I might have been either in high school or
Could be
just graduated.
1997. Hold on, I'm thinking it could be 1997. Because hold on, I'm about to child. Not we looking up some things.
Mm, mm, mm. Anything to keep our minds off the track.
97. Mm-hmm.
That was the year I graduated. So I was either in high school or a freshman in college. And I don't remember. Tracy, do you remember there being an intermission in the middle of Titanic? I don't remember that. Hey,
Tracy
Miss
said,
Abby.
"Hey, Abby."
No, that's not Abby Reviews. That's Miss Abby, them girls' mama. Hey, Doris.
Oh, it's Taco Tuesday. I actually had a taco today. Hey, Taco Tuesday.
I did not have a taco today.
Oh,
Tacos.
I had a turco, okay, because we had turkey meat, honey. We put some turkey meat up in
Oh,
there.
the
Uh-huh.
Titanic was long. Don't get it twisted. But I don't remember. I don't
Listen,
remember.
I didn't watch
Anyway,
BS in No, I mean I didn't either because I grew. I mean, I didn't. I mean, I was born 1997, but I wasn't.
how old were you? Like 2 months?
Yeah, probably maybe or 2 hours.
Yeah.
Child, I cannot believe that. Like, yo, I really was not like around.
Hey, Ravine Boo.
Hey, L Teddy, hey, Dean. Okay, hey.
So I put the link in the chat for anybody that wants to come up and drag these
Mhm.
toys, like Robin drug her nuts down the beach at
Oh, don't get me
Miami.
started at Robert. Robert.
That's why I say she drug her nuts. Ooh, dear God.
Over there
So
touching that boy.
we start off with, I'm sorry, this is the Real Housewives live panel review. Real Housewives of My Last Damn Nerves. Urgh. Potomac.
Mm.
This is season 7, episode 8, and actually I don't have I can't drag Karen this review like I want to.
Mm.
The episode was entitled Queen versus Queen. Now, neither the people that they calling queen is a queen, because Karen ain't no queen, and neither is, well, Mia might be a queen, but not the
Candace
kind
is a
of queen you
queen.
talk about. She's a queen. She's
Candace
one of
is
the
a queen.
girls.
That's why she's sitting right up here. Shout out to Candace. I stand her. I'm sorry. I really do. I do. She don't
I
be
don't,
giving me the two.
I don't have, listen, people called me Team Candace because of my stance in
Mm-hmm.
season 5. So you let the people tell that I'm Team Candace because of my stance from season 5. And the Monique fans was dragging me with reckless
Oh,
abandon in
not
the
the
comments.
child, not the Monique child. Well, they
Yeah.
ain't gonna come over here, child.
Anyway,
I like Monique too. Look, I like both of them.
we start off back mid melee slash skirmish.
Not the
Nikki B,
skirmish.
hold on, Nikki B. Let me bring you up. I gotta always put up an overlay when we bring people up. Hold on.
Oh, not the Skittles, honey. Not the
Nikki B,
Skittles.
that's you, boo.
Oh, let me share it.
Hi.
Hey, boo.
Hey, hey.
So nice to talk to y'all.
It is nice to talk to you as well. You
Okay,
gonna
how much
join this
time I
review?
got? I ain't trying to hold you.
Go ahead.
Okay, so you said you couldn't drag Karen this episode, so I'll do it for you.
Oh Lord.
Now,
Ooh, ooh,
Karen, I
ooh.
love Karen,
Oh dear
but
God. Okay.
she is a flip flopping ass fish. Okay. So
Yes,
the only reason that she even can't what she called take a stand is because Candace arrived and made sure to show up and show out to talk about them broke. Excuse me, I'm not gonna do it.
mm-mm.
Um,
We cuss
so
over here. We
Karen,
cuss.
Whore.
We call
you know,
people everything in the world.
but
Whores.
like, how is Karen gonna sit there and say, the grand dame does not need to ask for permission, and then she takes her ass in there to this weird face hoe, ask me, is it all right if Wendy can and then picked up the phone like it
You better tell it. You
she
better
goes
preach.
right back and calls Wendy like, oh, well, I am not the host of the trip. And well, how you gonna pull rank to do the invite, but now you gonna tuck your tail? You know what, Karen? Get the hell out my
Yeah.
screen.
Read
Get off
her.
my screen.
Read her down. Read her down.
And, I,
Period.
and I'm gonna be done with after this. But how is she gonna say to Mia, you threw a drink. She said insults that weren't true. They wash each other out. In what world? It ain't
Nikki,
nothing
you
washed
done
out
caused
until
the
I
people to come
stomp
up
a hole in
here.
your ass. We ain't washing a damn thing except the
I know
blood off
that's
my
right.
hands. It ain't no way. See, Mia thinks she work at the paint. That's what the
Ooh.
problem is. She thinks she work at the paint, but she
Mm.
don't know how to pop that like Mercedes. So she got to go.
Oh,
Now there will
And
be
she
no
ain't got
Karen
cancer. She
slander.
bleached her
Oh,
skin.
oh,
That's the
oh.
reason that she was never in no fire. She bleached holes all through her skin. That's why
wait.
she out here looking like Ray Liotta and all of those bruises all over her behind. That's what the issue is. That's why she doesn't have to hurry
Oh,
up. The silicone, it's a slow leak. Slowly. Okay, I'm done, y'all. I love y'all.
we
We
love
love you
you
too.
too.
Okay, I'm back in the chat. Bye bye.
Okay,
Okay,
Megan.
Nikki.
Okay. Oh my goodness, child. The chat got more energy than we do today. Okay, we got we
Hey,
gotta we gotta up the antics. What's up, Tracy?
what's
I
up,
have to
Tracy
come
Boo?
defend Karen because y'all gonna let her
We not
drag Karen.
defending
Oh,
Let
shit.
me tell you something right now, okay? Karen is 97 years old. She ain't about to get down with them girls. I don't know why everybody expected her to be the captain savior of all these heifers. You didn't see Sharice big linebacker ass? She could have damn sure took down me a big ass feet. Look at Robin with them wide ass shoulders. She could have damn sure took down Mia. One to the head, two to the body. I mean, Robin looked like she fight men. When she untuck her dick, she fight men regularly. I don't understand the problem. It ain't nothing but testosterone in that house. And how dare y'all want the oldest person on the cast to tell us oh, she needed to do something. Just why don't you throw one of your rings off your neck and go ahead and lasso Mia down? I don't understand. Why is it always Karen who needs to do something? Why? Why is that? Please help me to understand. Now,
mm.
as much as people don't want to hear me say this, I'm gonna say this right now. The same way y'all said season 5 that, oh my gosh, Candace was mad at Karen. Why? Because she wouldn't pick a side, and Candace wanted blind loyalty, which is why Candace got mad at Karen. Well, apparently that's the same thing Mia pulling. She
No,
want
that
blind
wasn't blind.
loyalty.
Now,
Well, yes,
now,
it
now.
is.
Let's
No, no,
be
no.
clear.
It is blind loyalty.
That
What?
wasn't
Because
blind
y'all know,
loyalty.
because Karen said the same thing. She said both of y'all participated, both of y'all were wrong. So one person whose stance has not changed is Karen. Karen said the same
See,
thing
she
last
was wrong
season.
both
The,
times. Karen could have
look,
been. Karen was
but
wrong
it did.
both
Listen,
times.
but it didn't change. Now
You
it
could be
didn't
wrong
change.
both times.
Listen, and it
Hmm.
didn't change. So her energy has been exactly the same for both of
Wrong.
them. And the same way people want to say, "Oh no, that no, it's not the same." Let me tell you why it is. Because I got arrested for assault, and what the judge told me was, okay,
But that's in the state of New York.
what the judge told me was,
In the
we
state
were
of
both
New York.
equally participating, and it led to a fight. So we both, we both got anger management and community
But
service.
that's in the state of New York.
Look. Well, listen, I tell people all the time, if you don't listen, if you're not ready to nuck like you buck, you better talk junk from across the room. You better
Okay.
have all that energy over there where
Yeah.
nobody can't get a hold of you. You need to go over there because every franchise fights, they flip tables, they put in
Now,
Miami, she punched a girl dead in the face. She
I'm
was
gonna
like,
say like this. Now, I watched Erica De Niro, and I had to agree with her. Bravo should take the stance of MTV in the real world. Remember, on the real world, the moment you put your hands on somebody, bitch, they moved you and your shit out the house immediately. No questions asked. It
no,
wasn't no voting. It wasn't no, oh, let's see. Baby, you moved out. And they did always move a new person in. Remember, they used to always have some
they rotated them
random,
motherfuckers around. Absolutely.
They
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 moved a
did
new
that.
rotated them
person
too.
in.
They did that with Portia. I mean, when Portia dragged Kenya across the damn stage, they
I will
got
listen. I will say this. This is my stance. I watch the white franchises and the black franchises equally. They all fight. Okay.
mhm.
Lisa
I'm
run
not
a
saying
broke
that
a
they don't, but
glass.
what I'm saying is
Lisa
what
broke a
Bravo
glass
should
and
do
tried to go
is,
across the table on
Yeah.
them white women. She broke a glass and tried to go across the table on her.
oh no,
So
white people
to
fight
me, listen. So
just
to
like we
me,
fight.
if y'all ain't got no problem, no issue with that, then I don't understand why you got an issue with black people fighting. Cause I mean,
Oh,
you
I don't
can't
have no
tell me
black
that
people.
that's
Listen,
not
I don't
assault.
want fighting from nobody. Black,
Listen,
white, blue, or purple.
listen,
Mhm.
None of them should be
them
fighting.
alabaster heifers could rip their tracks out and go ahead and scrap down at the trailer park where they belong, and I ain't got nan bit of no problem with none of it. My problem this episode is Sharice big ass could have
Oh
damn
dear
sure
God.
tackled Mia. I mean, Mia looked like she worked at the Pank. If the Pank had a drag show that day, and she got to
Oh,
tuck it up real good, she could have worked at the Pank. The drag show version of it, but that's neither here nor there. My problem will always be nobody had a problem with Sharice big ass sitting there, or Robin big manly ass sitting there. I'm just saying,
yeah,
Giselle could have
yeah.
took one of them rings off her neck and lassoed Mia down. Something could have happened, but y'all want the old ass. Y'all want the oldest motherfucker on the cast to do something.
Right, right. And
What?
I think they did it because Karen is looked at as, the glue. Well, I said last episode she's looked at as the glue of the group or something like that, or she's the mediator or something. But I'm like, why was anybody expecting Karen to do anything?
Listen, Karen told y'all in season 5 that if it was her, she'd have called the police too. Karen told y'all very exclusively, "I don't fight."
I don't
Karen
fight.
has made that
She said
very
right there. She said
clear.
I can't fight.
She said,
Like, oh,
"Look, she's made that very clear." But you
okay.
also know that Karen only goes so far with her BS. She only
Mm-hmm.
takes it so far. Why? Because she knows she can't fight. So my problem is, I'm gonna need y'all not to go down to hell if y'all not ready to scrap with it. Because
Yep.
I will tell y'all quickly. I could only do probably about one good episode of this show. Because
Right.
as soon as you go to hell, I'm gonna go there right with you. The difference is I'm gonna take you to meet my best friend. I'm gonna take you to his doorstep. When I tell you I'm gonna drag you to his kitchen table, and
Mm-hmm.
y'all gonna be eating all the food because I'm gonna beat you like your mama should have.
Yeah.
And look, and then be like, "Come on, bring
Now,
your mama down here too," because I
Tracy,
don't care.
Tracy,
I'm
is you still going off about
Sharice big hot ass back.
It was really the
we
linebacker
haven't even
comment.
started breaking down the episode
And her,
yet.
I can't
God.
stand her. The fact that Robin got a goddamn flunky irks my spirit. Robin
Oh
is a
Lord.
flunky and she has a flunky, and this big wide back ass flunky don't do shit. She sits there every episode and don't give nothing. She gives nothing, she says nothing, she does nothing, but y'all want her ass back here, and I don't fucking understand. Listen, I can't stand Ashley from the pits of my spirit. She vexes my whole spirit, and everything about her just says annoyance. But at least she does something. Now, good, bad, or indifferent, you may not like her, but at least she does something. This big bitch just sits there like a goddamn beached whale and don't do a goddamn thing for nobody. And then everybody like, oh, Sharice could go to hell. Can't stand her. Her and that damn champagne. I'd have crack a bottle and drink her ass with it. I can't stand
I'm
her.
glad. I'm glad
Hate
that
her.
you have been able to get this out. Is it out now?
I feel about Sharice the same way you feel about Karen. I can't stand that heifer.
Yeah, because you be
No,
coming
no,
for
no.
Karen
It
all the
sounds like
time.
you
And I
feel
say,
about Sharice the way I feel about Satana.
oop,
Because nobody
no, no.
is as bad as Satana is for me. You know how I feel about that bitch.
Listen, look. We might have to tag team that one because I promise
Because
you,
that
I
goddamn Satana, I'd be like, fuck you and fuck your life.
She
see.
Bleed
she
out,
she
bitch.
tried to stand for something this
She
episode though.
was a damn lie. She stand for them damn flip flops that her mama had on under the bridge. That's what she stand for
Under that
and
damn
stand
bridge,
for.
begging for money.
That's
Begging
what
for
she
damn
stand for.
money.
Cause that heifer in 1 minute was like, oh yeah, and then the next minute she was like, oh no, screw her. Screw
Tracy,
her and the
Tracy,
butt grabber that she
Tracy,
lays with and them two ugly ass
Tracy,
kids that she birthed.
Tracy, you good?
Yes, I'm
Can we
going. Yeah, I'll be down
start
in the
over?
chat. You know, as long as I got to drag Sharice, because apparently you won't
Oh
do it.
dear God.
Oh Lord, child.
Bye.
Bye.
Yo, no, but you know, Tracy was on point. She was on point when it came to this whole narrative that Karen needed to be on who or try to jump in. And it's just like, girl, first of all, y'all acting crazy. Don't get nothing on me. Okay. And you over here, y'all getting too mixy and y'all doing a whole lot of things, a whole lot of talking, a whole lot of running up, but it's not connecting. Okay, it was not that many security guards. So y'all really wasn't trying to fight. Let's be very clear.
My thing is at the beginning of the episode when we started in this skirmish,
Mm-hmm.
to me, I had to tell Wendy, you kind of got a little beside yourself at the beginning of now,
Who you talking about?
granted, Wendy, I get
Oh,
it.
Wendy.
They had got you to that point. You absolutely were provoked.
Mhm.
I'm with you wholeheartedly. You were
Yeah.
provoked. However, comma, when you start to say fuck the professor shit, I feel like you didn't need to go down that road and say that.
Well, I
You know
mean,
what
look,
I'm saying? And the thing
were you
about it is,
mad?
no, you could be. You could have said, "Fuck this shit. I gotta be real and I gotta be me." Great. I don't think she should have brought
Mm-hmm.
professorship in this because on the show, one, you're not a professor on the show.
Yeah.
Two, you cannot say fuck this professorship when you came on the show, that was your whole persona. Every from when we go back to season 5, when you first came on, the whole problem people had with Wendy was every time you saw Wendy, she said, I got 4 degrees. I got 4 degrees. Hi, my name is Wendy. I got 4 degrees. Hi, my name is Wendy. I got 4 degrees. Oh, today is Tuesday. Did you know I have 4 degrees? Da 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 da. Did you know I have 4 degrees? I work at John Hopkins. And so, Wendy, when that's your whole persona, that's your whole shtick, that's your, claim to fame on this show, you don't get to ceremoniously say, oh, I'm going to take off being a professor this time because you put that narrative out there that is what makes you that girl or that's what fits you in with
Mhm.
being a part of what this whole friend group is about.
So it makes it seem like she's trying to act like that crazy
Hmm.
reality
And
TV
then,
star persona.
especially if I see you backstage, give me a second, Nikki. Um, and then especially if when you having this whole argument with uh Mia and saying bosses don't do that, bosses, CEOs don't act like da 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 da. Well, professors don't act like that either. And just like you said, oh, before I'm a professor, I'm Wendy first.
Mm.
You could say the same thing before I'm a CEO. I'm Mia, but I ain't saying Mia's right. But I'm saying that was the wrong tactic. That was the wrong line of your thoughts on that, Darren.
Mia, first of all, because that's the person I got an issue with. Okay, everybody bringing
Oh, I
out
got a real issue with Mia. I don't have
I
no
got
beef with
issues with
Wendy.
Miss
I just hate that she
Megamind,
did
her
that.
damn self, when it comes to everything that she did this episode, and we'll get into it in a minute. But like, she threw me all the way off this episode. I think when it comes to Wendy saying that saying that she's this professor, she got all these degrees, to her then being like, oh well, fuck all this. I'm about to give you what it is. Yeah, it could be unprofessional. It's the heat of the moment. Things get said. You get mad enough. A drink was thrown at me at the end of the day. I'm being patronized. I'm being talked about, and everybody on all ends either not saying nothing or telling me I'm the problem. So at this point, I forgot who I was. I forgot that I'm a professor at that moment. Okay, I'm that what that's about to get your ass. Okay, so that's just all I'm saying.
I kind of agree with Crystal right there.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I see Wendy's academic career suffering in the future. Now, yeah, because we did see that statement from their university said they ain't got nothing to do with this.
Right, immediately after, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was like, "Oh, Wendy, you better talk about this."
I mean, so real quick, I've been the past like 2, 3 episodes have just had me in such an uproar. And I'm trying to like process it. So talking it out with folks is really helping me because on one hand, I'm serious, when you feel like you might need to touch somebody, like I know these hoes ain't playing like this, but why was all of the women on the beach busted and disgusted? Why was everybody so swollen like that alcohol bloat? Like all just swole, all up in the trap, just you know how scrappy is, just real tight, like up in the neck and shoulder area, just like can't really relax. And what the hell was that swimsuit Giselle had on? Did she have on a denim bottom one piece? Like what the hell was that?
Not a denim. Ooh,
It
Giselle can dress.
no, but the minimal clothing, like just go naked if you have to be, just to hell with it,
I
because that was
mean,
terrible.
but you had that
Yeah.
beach beluga whale. Sharice had on a full outfit, had a skirt down to her ankles.
Yeah, she had that Givenchy, or what was it? It was no.
It
You
was
had
much
on a full outfit, girl. You going
Oh,
to the
Machino.
beach?
Yeah, it was a Machino one piece, and then she had on
Like a skirt.
Wednesday skirt from Adam's Family over
And
it.
it went all the way down to her ankles. Like this whole was
Yeah.
Not the
emo
Wednesday
as
skirt.
shit.
If I would, I think, did she even have? I think she had on some damn Birkenstocks too. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know what was happening,
No.
but Ashley, did y'all see her little cute butt when they was making the little breakfast and everything before
Oh
they
yeah, I was
separated?
like, okay, she been doing her squats.
Ashley, I always see. That's why I really like Ashley and Candace together. I'm like, both of y'all
I hate
cute,
that bitch Ashley.
petite.
They don't need to be friends. Fuck
Well, no,
Mm.
they're not
Ashley.
gonna be friends. She don't need to be. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, okay, so you got the best looking people at lunch eating tacos, and you got these tired, old ho. I mean, Giselle is a beautiful woman.
Mm.
That will always be the case. But Mama is aging badly. Like
I
an
mean,
avocado that
Mia's
has
ass
not been
did give me
wrapped.
a spotted owl team because it was real spotted. It gave me real leopard realness.
It
Spotted
gave me
owl.
Robin Dixon's hair from season 5 reunion.
Did it did?
So it was either leopard print or somebody ran her ass over. But either way, it was not what she was trying
It
to get.
did give you Robin's hair. It
It
did give
did.
you Robin's hair.
Mm, mm,
And
mm.
then did y'all see like her Mia's teeth on the side went missing when
Yeah,
she
she
sat
be
down,
got
and Yeah, I thought like, oh my gosh, did she have dentures? But I realized the Botox hadn't settled in that one spot, so it like created that loop. I'm not even being funny.
She got
The
like a
girl,
she got a four corner head, like for real. Like it's just, especially when the makeup, when they showed her with that without the makeup, I was like, honey, you need to never do that again. Honey, you need to be done
she
up.
has a face that only a mother could. Oh,
Ooh.
never mind. My bad. My bad. I almost
No,
said
but I'm
that
looking
only
at
a
Tracy.
mother could love, but where's her mom?
I'm looking at Tracy comment. She said, "Be careful if you touch Robin, her might come out." I'm like, it was definitely about to with that man, with that 20-year-old child.
No, let me tell you about that. Now, all jokes aside, I didn't like that.
Yeah.
Now, it's not that I honestly, just going with the double standard, I didn't see anything. I
I'm sorry,
wouldn't
y'all.
see
My mama
anything
keep
wrong with
calling me, knocking me out. My mama, tell Mama L Teddy to stop calling me. Knock out.
She gonna join the live in a minute. You better be ready.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't understand how it's okay for these women to, accuse Candace's husband of entering into a room in which he was invited. Like, I mean, he damn near played vampire protocols and it still was a problem. And then you have Robin pretending that she likes dick, rubbing on this child on the beach. I didn't hear any permission being asked at all. Now, when Michael grabbed Katie's husband's ass, I'm sorry, the man who changed his mind when he realized she wasn't worth marrying.
And
What was
don't
his
forget
name?
the cameraman.
Andrew.
Don't forget the cameraman and the members of production that Michael Darby grabbed as well.
Oh yeah, Monique and Ashley thought we would forget about the cameraman, but yeah, that's the only reason that Ashley wrote the witness statement. Not the
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a witness statement. It was a
It was not.
character statement. So it did not have to do with the fight itself, everybody. It's not the same. She spoke to Monique's
So she wasn't
character,
even
not
there.
to the fight.
Which is why I say there's no reason if I'm Candace, I would ever be in the same room with that fuck bitch Ashley. That bitch ain't shit. Fuck that bitch and fuck her life.
Oh Lord, child.
I mean,
Y'all
I
ain't gonna
enjoy
start
seeing
on
them in the
Ashley.
room. I enjoy them together when, like, and for the moment that they had for Wendy, that was big, girl. We have a bigger issue right now, and I like that they were able to put it to the side. Now, once Wendy is fine and everybody knows she cool, tag me back in. I'm on your ass. But we can put it aside. But Robin is sitting here with that sweep it under the rug ass the forever roommate of hers walking
Oh
around
my
with her
God.
sons looking at him. That's why I know Robin probably taped her. No, she ain't got to tape it up. She let it hang out because she thinks she's in a locker room at her house. What you mean your 14-year-old just come in the bathroom? See, that's the type of stuff that if it was white folks doing it, we would sweat it. That was some old weird ass, incestual type of thing. That is not appropriate.
It's
And it
not.
is very confusing because he is still a boy at the end of the day. And what his
At
body, his
14,
mind might not like, his body
I
may
wish
betray
my
him.
parents would be walking around naked when I'm 14.
Yeah, that
That's
was
disgusting.
14. And then when Ashley said, oh, well, my mom still does that. Well, that just proved the point, Ashley. You didn't make that no better.
Ooh, you did not need to say
Hold on. Let me go back. We still are in the beginning, y'all. We are
Right.
still in the beginning.
We gotta get on track.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, we're back on track. Back on track. Focus. So we got the part where we still at bar one. Mia, Karen goes over there to check on Mia, and Mia is blaming Karen, saying that Karen wasn't on her side.
Yeah.
Which is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life.
The second dummest. Candace did it in season 5.
Yeah. And I think the type of person Karen seems to be like a person that's kind of like centrist, or she's gonna see both sides in the situation, and it may look like you're riding the fence, but like at the end of the day, like Karen could have said a lot worse. Okay, she just basically said, you were at fault of what you did. Wendy was at fault of what she did, whatever that was. But like at the end of the day, like I'm not going to sit there and I'm not going, just because you're wrong in a situation, I'm not just going to blindly choose you just because we friends. I'm not the girl you hang with, your little bosom buddy friend, Jacqueline, or whatever the hell her name is.
Ass liquor. Let's just keep it simple.
Okay. And she been trying to, because I know she be wanting to say some shit, but she just be like, oh, well,
She
Uh,
say shit at the wrong time. She say stuff when she's talking about, like, first of all, Karen is 5'9". I am 5'9". Okay. You do not, if a woman actually said to me, Mia has a problem, I would say, excuse me, bitch, excuse me, move out my way. Move out my way. Like, why are you talking to me for her? Is her jaws tired from eating your box earlier in the shower?
Oh.
Like, what's the problem?
we know they get into some freaky deaky things because they was already talking about with the whole shower thing. I seen two people in the shower. I'm like,
So it's something that Wendy said. Was it a lie? Where is the lie? Because
But
Mia said herself that 14 years ago when she was in Miami, her and Jacqueline, aka Coochie Liquor, that she met G and they was on the beach doing all type of things for everybody to see.
but
And
my thing is
we know that
this.
Karen was lying. That was G. It wasn't 3 years ago. It was 2 years ago. And that is what Karen was talking about. Just the same way Karen brought up the Sing Sing thing. Karen was not lying about that. I, like a lot of other people, thought that Sing Sing was a mental institution because I think a long time ago it was under that same name. She backtracked it because she knew how terrible that was for a woman to say that to another woman, because Giselle really did go into a mental
But
institution
I think they
prior
confirmed
to
that.
getting
They
married to
did
Jamal.
confirm that.
mm.
They did confirm that.
Yeah. But everybody says Karen is a liar. Karen typically lies about stuff
Right.
that don't
She's a
matter.
goddamn liar with her gray
She,
hue. That bitch be
I
lying.
don't think she got no. I think she got hardwood. Karen looks like she's getting better with age. Giselle, I think, has too much pride to say it's okay for me to put on some Vaseline and just do a little tightening of the, just tighten it, just a little, just, I mean, at least take the bloat away. I
Well,
mean, what's wrong with she's not a big woman. She looks like she stays in good shape besides her legs. Why is she bloated all up top all of a sudden?
that I can't explain. But let
Alcohol
me
can
say this.
explain that.
Let me say this. So we get through this, right? And one thing that I noticed, the only person that we actually saw the entire night that checked on Wendy was Ashley. And I
Ashley.
can't stand that bitch Ashley. And for all of this shit that y'all talking about, oh, what Karen is playing neutral and she's on both sides, that fuck bitch Karen only went over there to check on Mia. She never went over there to check on Wendy. She didn't even go to check on Wendy when they got back to the house. The only person
Mhm.
that night that checked on Wendy was Ashley. That's it.
Exactly. Exactly.
So
And for that, I appreciate
Said,
her.
and even Karen said, "Oh, well, I'm on both sides." Clearly, you were not, Karen, because you never checked on Wendy. You only went over there to coddle Mia, to comfort Mia, and you might say, "Well, I'm trying to be neutral," but you certainly went your stinking ass the fuck over there to Mia to check on how good she was, to
Mm-hmm.
answer her questions, to placate to her, to coddle her, to coalesce to her wishes and her demands. That's not playing both sides. That's you actually being over there with Mia, and when Mia called you to the carpet because you weren't as loyal as she wanted to, you tried to explain away why you did what you did so as to keep Mia
Hmm.
on your side. So I don't agree, Karen, that I'm friends with both sides. Clearly you're not.
Yeah.
And I really feel like that next day, if it were not for Candace,
Say it.
if it were not for Candace, and I'll give Ashley her credit too, Candace and Ashley, Karen would not have gone over there to check on Wendy. Why? Because remember, Mia was doing all of the birthday stuff. Mia, Karen at that point saw what was up. Karen knew Mia was wrong, like everybody else. The fuck there knew Mia was wrong, and so
Hmm.
Karen said to herself, "Self, you've been in this shit 7 seasons. You know, when this shit plays on television, Mia is gonna look wrong. So let me go when the tale is told. It will look like I was on the right side of history. When in
Oh,
all
yep.
actuality, in the heat of the battle, Karen, you weren't on the right side of history. You really weren't, because you never went to check on Wendy. I don't know how y'all feel about that, because I watched that vividly.
You
Mm.
just,
Then
I mean, that you hit the head. You did that. Yes, absolutely. Karen, let's not forget, Karen did not care for Wendy at all. And it
mm-mm.
has been rumored that she said that Wendy didn't fit the aesthetic
Ooh.
of the show. And
I don't
let's be
believe that.
clear, Sharice is only around those group of women. And I'm not even going to lie. Sharice does not fit the look of that group. And that has nothing to do with her complexion. They're all around the same age. Karen being the oldest, though looking quite young and tender. You know, money tends to do that. I don't know what the rest of them did. But
Mm.
Sharice only wants to talk about a champagne room. Still has the terrible quick weave from season 1 when she was on here.
Girl,
She
not the
looks
Christmas
like she
cookie.
is in constant heat. She always looks like she's just exhausted. And she wears, did y'all see her steaming that black moo? I know
Yeah.
y'all saw that this episode. I know y'all saw that. So she doesn't fit the look of it, but she has money. She has access. She is the it girl
Now,
in that town. So she's valuable to them.
I see what you're saying, Tracy, but I gave the caveat. What we saw, we did not see, and maybe it was the bad. Maybe Karen got the bad edit, or maybe sometimes in the heat of battle, you have revisionist history, and your memory of things is clouded. So it's easy to say, "Oh yeah, Karen and Ashley checked on me because those were the only two people who were on your side that night." But from what we saw and from what Bravo showed us, we never saw Karen. That night, the next day, yes, but the night of, in the heat of battle, Karen was absent.
Yeah. Karen was.
And
Karen
Karen
was.
was completely dressed to go to the pool. Look, Karen
Hold
ain't
on,
shit.
Let Darren go.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I will say this. Karen. I see that she's trying though. Like I see that she did try to make an effort to try to include Wendy to see to to kind of be in her honor, even though she was trying to kind of ride in the fence. I do see her making some form of effort, but also yes, she was compliant in a little bit of what they was going on that side of the group. So I will say Karen should have spoke up a little bit more, but I mean I don't know. I mean I do think Karen has somewhat of Wendy's best interest in certain instances. It's wherever, like you said, El Teddy, whenever it benefits her, kind of. But isn't all of them like that?
Oh yeah, well,
No, we saw that they weren't.
Except for like
Ashley,
Candace, right?
Ashley too. Ashley really does not have a relationship with Wendy at all.
Mm-hmm.
And Ashley, so okay, yes, Giselle was correct when she said that Ashley was being a hypocrite, and Ashley was correct when she said Giselle was being a hypocrite. Ashley was all with the violence, and she never said one, she didn't see the actual attack.
yeah,
So
she
that's
never
different.
saw it. Ashley
She didn't
never
see it.
saw it,
And
which is why she should have kept her mouth closed. Bitch, you ain't got shit to do with this.
she should have stayed out of it. However,
Hmm.
if you have a quote unquote friend or AKA someone who hid some
That wasn't her
criminal
friend. That was just
activity,
somebody that wouldn't have your husband labeled as a sex offender and sexual deviant the way he actually is.
Sure.
well, I mean, yes, but just seeing this whole thing play out and Robin with that smirk on her face. Oh, I'm so sorry. So, real quick, just to go back so we can wrap up this part. I know LTD, you trying to move on. As far as Karen goes, Karen pissed me off at the table when she was like, "Oh, I think I have. Was I hit? Was I hit? Oh, now you think you might have been hit when Wendy stood up." Because one, two hoes ain't gonna argue across me. So it's gonna be a fight at the table. If I'm not able to get up and excuse myself and a drink or a verb, anything that come in my direct, like that's so inconsiderate.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all gonna scream across this old ass woman on her birthday. Like, not old, like, like in a respectful, like she's
Yeah,
older.
yeah.
Y'all should have some respect.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm always rocking with Karen. And no, I don't think that you need to pick sides or be on sides. But in real life, when you have real, and I'm talking about real friendships, which none of these people have, but I have had situations where I have had to physically help a friend fight. And as soon as we got in the car, I'm like, bitch, I should kick your ass. You was dead wrong. Like, why would you, you know what I mean? Like, you go, but
Now I get you with that. Now,
Yeah.
Nikki, I'm not gonna lie. This is a reality show, and
Yeah.
Darren, you probably agree. If that's your ride or die friend, you ride or die with your friend. You gonna fight,
Yeah.
come here. But we know coming in this ain't no, these ain't friends.
These are my coworkers.
Right.
and
We
that's
we
what the
come in
formula.
with that
Yeah,
whole mentality. So knowing that none of these hoes are really friends like that, y'all supposed to stand on the side of right.
correct.
Mm-hmm.
And you
Now
can never be wrong when you do that.
the only one who I maybe could say Jacqueline. If Jacqueline truly is Mia's friend and not just her fuck buddy, she she she's supposed to ride or die with Mia, which she did. Which she did.
Mm-hmm.
She tried.
Um
Mia kept trying to fight with her about it. So she tried
now the
looking
other
every
part
bit the
is,
fool.
did y'all hear the lie? Because y'all know Mia is prone to lie. When
Mm-hmm.
she told them on the way home, so
About
we
the
we we, we
beach.
leaving the bar, we on the way home. Oh, G got me a
Eight
Gordon
30.
Marshall got me a plane ticket for 8:30 in the morning. And bitch, come 8:30 in the morning, you was still laid your stinking ass in bed. If you had a flight at 8:30 in the morning, you would have packed that night.
With a pact. Exactly. That man told you, girl, if you don't hang that shit up,
Because
I'll
the thing
be
about it
calling
is, I don't care which, if she's flying out of both MIA or Fort Lauderdale, for where they were staying, it was going to take her no less than 45 minutes just to get to Fort Lauderdale Airport. And then you got to think about TSA. So if your flight is at 8:30, you leaving that house at 5:30 in the morning.
you.
You
If
missed the
you're going
first lie
to
she
MIA,
told that night.
if you're going to MIA, bitch, still leaving at 5:30 in the morning because it might take you 2.5 hours to get through TSA at MIA.
I think she was waiting to see what Wendy was gonna do. He said, "Oh," and then
She
she found
wasn't
out she
waiting
leaving.
for a damn thing. She was just waiting for
Never
cameras to
have
roll
that
in the
shit.
morning. She wasn't waiting on nothing.
She never have no plane ticket. I never believed she had a plane ticket. Broke
Okay,
ass
let's
bitch.
start at the beginning real quick because this that was like the last live that episode of Mia's. No, it wasn't. But the one before that was saying, Karen, I had a whole party for you planned at the beach. No, she didn't. Karen's party that Mia said that she had for her was supposed to be where the ladies were all white to dinner that evening.
Yeah.
There
Mhm.
was nothing about that little tight ass beach scene. So that was a lie. That was a manipulative way to try to guilt Karen like she missed out on some surprise. And that
Yeah.
wasn't the case. And then also, isn't Mia the one who told that lie that I ain't even been to Miami? And I know that this is a damn lie because Southwest is always going back and forth to Miami for $49. Okay. She gonna sit there and Mia gonna say something about oh, Sharice, you're not gonna be able to find a hotel. No good hotel. You're not gonna be able to find one right now. How was Wendy able to get one in the middle of the night?
In the middle of the night.
In
Nobody
the
believes.
heat of the night.
First of all,
I mean, I would hope it
for
wasn't a
Sharice,
motel, Joe.
for Sharice to believe that this is Miami, there is no shortage of hotel spaces
Yeah.
in Miami-Dade County. And if you was really, really struggling to find one in Miami-Dade County, which you never are, there's always a hotel. She could have went across the county line over to Broward and found no shortage. And Broward County is right there. Technically, Broward County is closer to places than places in Miami-Dade County.
I
But
could
whatever,
believe it. But
whatever.
just real quick, I wanted to ask you all seriously. Um, do you all think that Bravo is well, we know they're problematic, but
Mhm.
do you all think that they are equally as at fault for a lot of these occurrences with the colorism? For example, I don't think that it's appropriate for 9 women to stay in a 6-bedroom house.
Yeah.
The only two people who seem to want to shower and shave and everything together is Mia and her slave. So
Hmm.
I don't understand. And then Candace wasn't
So,
even going to
from,
have a room.
Yeah, that
from
made
what
no
I
sense.
understand, happen happens is this: Bravo gives them a budget. Bravo says, "Y'all want to go to X place? This is how much you have," and they'll budget it out, line item budget for each thing. It's up to the individuals to go over that. So if they want to be in this posh, lavish Airbnb, then that's up to the individual and what they're willing to spend on top of what Bravo says they will spend.
Hmm.
And
Mm.
so Mia, broke ass, who barely got two nickels to rub against each other, wasn't going to front no goddamn money for Airbnb because there's no shortage of great Airbnbs in Miami. Even in that area, that could accommodate, because that wasn't the best of areas. In that area and in nicer areas, that could accommodate, hell, 15 people comfortably.
But I
But
still think
she
that's
didn't have
on
that kind of money.
Bravo. I still think it's on Bravo though, because you shouldn't have, like, if you're going to pay for it, if I don't, I mean, I understand that this is TV and filming everything, but I am a grown woman. I should have a bed to lay on and a tub to wash my ass in at the end
But
of the day.
they're here for the drama, though. For them, that adds to the drama.
Yeah.
And in normal circumstances, that would be okay. But let's not forget, was it last season when the the dark skinned women plus Karen, which we know they don't care for Karen anyway,
Had to go sleep in the
they were
slave
in the
quarters.
cottage, yeah, in the slave quarters. And for
I
Well, not
Giselle to
all the
make
dark
that
skinned women because
comment,
Candace, it was Candace's strip.
Wait, what did Giselle say?
no, for Giselle, she had made that comment about they in the slave quarters, and for her to
Oh,
be
Mhm.
from New Orleans, and for when she had her trip to take them down to, have her father do a tour of the plantation and everything, it's as this is my biggest issue. It's as if Giselle and Robin and Mia kind of don't count. She just got low self esteem. She insecure. She has mommy issues, and I'm not even saying that to be funny. She does. Her mother messed her over bad. Um, and I feel sorry for her. It's not
No, I
nobody's
don't
damn
believe that. I believe
problem.
a lot of that Mia is lying about and is making up. I don't believe that whole story about Mia's mom because even when she talked about her mom and growing up, the story she told, her mom was the one who came and saved her when her coked out, cracked out ass daddy was fucking some chick in the basement and she
And
got burned trying to cook some oatmeal because her mama was at work trying to make money because her crackhead ass daddy wasn't making no money.
L
mm.
Teddy, didn't I tell you that girl did not get burned? She got her skin looking like that because she bleached it to death. You can see
Oh,
the different levels of bleach.
Hold on. Let me bring us back. Getting sidetracked. We gonna go
right.
way off on another
We
tangent.
Okay,
Way
right.
off. We ain't even made it back to the house yet. Okay. Last thing before we get back to the house was the fact that these ladies in one car was trying to say that Karen should have broken up whatever was going on between Mia and Wendy, which
mm,
is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life
yeah.
because nobody else there was trying to break anything up. Nobody.
Yeah, they were just sitting there watching. We got
Right.
Robert over here recording. We got Giselle over here. Oh my god! Like you guys better stop. Sharice was just sitting there. Nobody was doing anything. You expected Karen to get up and do and to do what? You want her to like body slam somebody, a freaking
Right.
tackle somebody? Like,
Girl.
Y'all don't see the play every time. That's not what's actually happening. What I just realized in this very moment is that
mm,
yes, Karen is basically being pulled into it to disguise that it's colorism. See, if I'm going at Wendy or Candace as a light bright, evil eyed demon that looks damn, that kind of look like colorism. It kind of look like what it is. But you know what? Let me bring Karen's ass in it since she the same complexion. This way, what they gonna say? Oh, and then let me bring my rich friend Sharice over. She's of a darker
Karen
complexion.
ain't dark skin. Karen is not dark skin.
No, I'm saying they doing it for Karen because she's the same complexion as them, as in Giselle and Robin. So
Oh,
it'll make it seem like, you know what I'm saying? I have an issue with it. It's the same thing that Ashley said on her live. Like I've had an issue of beef with every woman on here.
I
The same
got
way
you.
white
I
people
got you.
say,
Now I'm with you. Now I'm with you.
I have black friends. It's the
Mhm.
same thing.
I'm with you now. I
Mhm.
got you. When we get to the house, Giselle, this is where I really I was ready to flip the TV. When Giselle gonna say, "Is she staying here?"
Yeah, like it.
Talking about Wendy.
Ooh,
I was like, "Bitch,
bitch.
are you for real?" Like,
Like it just and this is what I said. This I don't now I don't know about the other colored housewives. I know my experience watching Real Housewives of Atlanta. And you argue down. You ain't never got kicked out of nobody vacation. When we on vacation, we wherever the hell we at. You kicking me out because we getting into a confrontation? No, that's not happening. We get into our argument, we stay cordial the rest of the way unless we want to argue again. You was not kicking me out, and I have to figure out what because I mean it's a good thing she was able to get a hotel. Hopefully Wendy wasn't in no damn motel, child, because a lot of these high end hotels, like they like, hey, we a little full. You get what I'm saying? Like I think that part I hated every moment of that. That made me feel real like sick.
when Giselle sat there, and she was serious.
It's like
Is
Mhm.
she
gonna go
staying here? Bitch, are you staying here? Are your
exactly.
ankles and your neck staying here?
It
Girl,
seems like
no.
it hit. Yeah, it started to, the arguments and all of that, and even the drink and everything. Like, but at some point, it turns into, okay, are we really like about to watch this woman be outcast like this, like in another state?
Yeah.
She's all by herself, and it's bad when like Ashley is sitting there like, I don't think Ashley was doing what she knew was right. She took all people's personality and all of that out the side and said,
Yeah.
what if this was
And
me? Like, this ain't cool.
if we
God
watch,
forbid they could have been in a whole nother country. Oh,
Shanquilla
God.
Robinson was in a whole nother country. This is very reminiscent of that. And that's why Robin is more than likely going to lose her job because she pulled out that damn phone.
and the thing about
Mm.
it is, so Wendy goes upstairs and says, Wendy's upstairs packing. Wendy knew the assignment. Wendy went upstairs. Ashley came to that door. Hey, you all right? Hold on, baby. Wait a minute, sweetheart. Let me
Uh,
finish what I got to do, honey. Mama knew the assignment, baby. I'm not going to let you distract me. I'm not going to let you talk me out of it. Baby, we'll be over here packing. I'm over here packing.
man, they would have had to drag me out that bitch. You ain't. Let me tell you something. If I go on any trip with somebody, look, and we get into it, and you try to want to kick me out, this is why I said. This is why I was gonna say this when we were talking about the whole accommodations and how people don't have like there's like not enough rooms for people. If it's really about the money, if y'all really don't got it to do this, why not? Why aren't y'all splitting? Because I
Thank
want
you.
my own room. I split it. I split the rent, child. I pay for my portion. Shit. Like why?
That's what the Atlanta girls did with their pictures. They didn't like it. Bravo said they weren't going to pay for some other ones. They was like, we'll do it our damn self. You ain't
Exactly.
going to make me
I'm
look
the
like a
type of
fool.
girl, I pay for that I want. If I'm like, baby, I want a suite, I don't worry, I got the money, I will pay for my own.
So
Because what
now
I'm
your
not gonna
ass
do is
can't kick
live
me out.
beneath
You
me.
can't kick me out because my money's in this shit.
Right. You're not gonna make me
Okay.
live beneath my means. Cause I don't play this fuck shit. I
They
ain't
would have
living
had to
like this.
drag me out like hell of that girl from Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Okay, they would have had to drag. I wouldn't have left shit.
And actually, once again, go back and check the tape. According to what we saw, Ashley is the only person, even when we got to the house, that went and checked on
Yeah.
Wendy.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Yep.
if Karen went and checked,
Karen
we
was
did
nowhere
not
to be
see
found.
that. We didn't see it. They did not show us that.
I
So
really think we should just go based off of what we see strictly. If
that's
they
all I
didn't
go off
show it,
of.
it
That's
don't
all I
matter.
go off. I don't play all that other foolish. I only go off what I saw. So
Mhm.
we Finally, praise you, 7 pound, 3 ounce baby Jesus. Get to day two because day one went on forever. It went on for 13 years. So we get to day two. At breakfast, some of the girls go downstairs. And so Ashley is having a conversation with Giselle. And so they're having a conversation about the night before. And so Ashley was like, listen, I have a problem with violence. I'm not, because Giselle was like, I see you was over there checking on Wendy and seeing about
Mhm.
Wendy. And Ashley was like, well, girl, I have a problem with violence. And so she was like, well, just be glad you were not in the room. I mean, weren't in the barn and we're in the bathroom when we were at the barn and at the winery. And in my mind, I was like, hey, idiot. Hey, stupid. What happened? Wendy is not the same as Monique. Monique assaulted a person. Wendy got assaulted. How is this the same thing?
How's it? It's not.
Mm-mm.
Giselle just want. I don't know what's up with Giselle. She really.
She's being Giselle. This is par for the course for
Yeah.
Giselle.
Mm,
She will take on any narrative. She will say anything just to stir the pot, just to be the villain. That bitch ain't shit. I,
Giselle is good at her job, though.
she is.
Like, if you really think about it, she started off the season public enemy number one as normal. And once she gets all of the mess going, she kind of
she
fades into
bows
the
out. She kind of
background.
backs
Mm-hmm.
up. She
Uh-huh.
fades to the background
Mm-hmm.
and
Even
let
at
the
that
mess
dinner,
stir up.
yeah, Robin was sitting there with the phone. Giselle was ordering her some
Mhm.
deep fried Oreos,
Sure was.
just
Now you
watching it happen. She
and
Mm-hmm.
wasn't
then
up
by
at
the
night reporting to
time
Candace either.
And then by the time we get to the reunion, Giselle goes off unscathed, and
Yep.
everybody else is fighting and dragging each other. And this is the bitch that orchestrated and set up the whole fucking storyline.
And nobody is learning from season 5, which is crazy. It's the
Mm-hmm.
same thing. Mia is Monique. Monique turned on her friend to gain the affection of those ladies. She said it herself. She's always, felt like she had to fit in. She didn't fit in. Um, she fake as hell. So, that's Monique's. That's her character. But Mia never felt, like she fits in. She's trying to kiss up to them. So she's embarrassing and humiliating Jacqueline in front of them.
Yeah.
We
Same
Yeah.
thing.
did see that Candace finally arrived and Robin met her and showed her everything, but Candace saw through the fuck shit. When Robin
Mhm.
Yeah.
told her that, well, Mia threw a drink on Wendy, and this is what happened afterward, Candace immediately said, well, I don't blame her. Bitch, you throw a drink on me. You expect me to take your edges with me to my home.
And that's why
Mhm.
I love Candace. I love on Candace.
Now,
She.
while Candace may have said that, we
Mhm.
know Candace ain't taking nobody edges nowhere. Candace ain't gonna fight like that. Mama is not gonna fight. I love you down, Candace. Baby,
Uh-huh.
I love you down. But we know, sweetheart, you ain't gonna fight like that, sweetheart. It sounds good. It's a
Yeah.
great sound bite. And I live for it. But mama, you not gonna fight
But
like
she made a good point. She basically like I might be butchering it, but the part where she was like, we say words, we use our words in battle, but we never get to the physical. I'm
that. Right.
sorry, and it
Which
goes
is the
back to Mia
problem. And when you get to the physical,
could
when
have
you get
said
to the physical, it's a
nothing.
problem.
Wendy said that prompt that the drink to be thrown. Like,
Mia, it seems like she was doing it just for like a moment on TV. In
yeah,
my heart, I do not think that Mia, because if you go back to when she was trying to dig information out of Peter, and he said it was like he was finally like, okay, I'll give you some tea to take back.
yeah. It's
So
one thing if I said something that made you want to throw a drink at me, okay, but it's the fact that you wanted to have this show. I can't stand a bitch like that. I really cannot stand someone who this just
it was just, yeah, it was just to
bring me
have
back
a
to high school.
moment. It was for a moment, but what she
Yeah,
did was commit assault, and you threw a drink that you were sipping out of with what's going on in the world. Nah,
You
and my
know,
husband is a lawyer. Girl, we going to court.
we going to court. Look,
We got
so
all type of new viruses.
So after breakfast, the girl, mind you, that breakfast looked good as hell. Baby, I want
Hmm.
all parts of that breakfast. I ain't gonna even lie. So
Mm-hmm.
they go out to the pool and shit like that. Um, and you got two sides. You got Karen, Candace, and Ashley on one side, and then you got the rest of the girls over in the pool. So we see that Karen, Candace, and Ashley call Wendy to check on her.
Mm-hmm.
Candace, girl, she did what Candace does. She
She
ain't have no napkin, but found a way to take this whole ass towel and just fold it, triangulated, and so she could have the corner of a triangle. And
got this.
girl, she
I
folded that whole big ass towel.
don't. Nobody, no, like Wendy's not involved, and no one
Girl. Well,
cares.
you know what I want her to do? I want her to do like Wendy Williams and have the little Q-tips. You know
Ah,
how Wendy, you know how Wendy Williams used to have the Q-tips and do the
right.
Q-tips. The Q-tips.
Too funny.
But I'm scared this bitch go stab herself in the eyeball one day.
Right.
The damn corner of the
But
triangulated that.
even in that sense, like I think Candace was right for saying that because it's like it like everybody is acting like, yo, okay, so everything's fine. Wendy's just not gonna be here. Like, what? Like this house is divided. This friendship is this friend group. Okay, I just never. This is my first season really paying attention to Potomac. Okay, I ain't never seen this shit before. The amount of fake, like, it's too many fake people in here. Like,
Mhm,
and I got
mhm.
issues with that.
Now you see why I say I can't
Yeah.
stand none of these bitches. None of them. All the ass shit. Cause Candace was triggered by the violence. She was triggered by
Yeah,
the
bringing up her
violence.
situation where she got attacked. I mean, look, I mean that was
Mhm.
kind of messed up. I mean, she got her tracks pulled.
She
Um,
did.
yeah, that was the time. But look, I mean, look, that was not fair. It was not fair. I was glad that they called Wendy and was like, we're gonna set up like a little sit down and dinner or lunch or whatever before we.
Robin admitted that she was only siding with Mia because she don't like Wendy.
She
She
don't like Wendy,
admitted that shit in the confessional, which even proves that bitch you ain't shit.
and you knew she was wrong. And my thing is
Yep.
Mia. And one thing about Mia, and I'm gonna just say it right now, you think that these girls roll with you so
They
bad,
don't.
they come for your ass every time in the confessionals. We've seen that
They
happen
always do.
with the
And
little beaches.
remember, Giselle and Robin were the main two people at
Yep.
Mia's throat about the whole cancer thing. Those were the main two at Mia's throat. And the
But
fact that Mia is over here siding with these bitches,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
but
the first thing, what's the name said? I don't see no lumps. I don't see no lumps.
she
Robert.
did. But are we forgetting that? Okay, here's the big thing that I think a lot of people are missing. Monique and Candace are being copied by Mia.
Hmm.
Candace wanted Karen to have undying loyalty to her. Mia wants the same thing. Monique throws her friend under the bus to get closer to them. Mia is doing the same thing. Mia is a stan of this show. She has
Hmm.
watched it. She is,
Mhm.
she has rehearsed it. This is all history repeating itself, not because of anyone else. They're still staying the bitches that they've always been. Mia is trying to set a scene
Hmm.
And she's not
because
doing a good job.
Candace was the same person. She was originally Giselle and Robin's target at season 5.
She
And
was.
Monique
She was.
siding with them, knowing that the rumor was spread about her child's paternity, she still
Mhm.
sat at that table the very first episode, throwing
Because
a
Giselle
party for
and Ashley,
Ashley.
because
Uh-huh.
Giselle and raggedy ass Ashley
Say
started
it.
that whole rumor about the paternity of Monique's child. And Monique still took them fake ass bitches on that trip to her house, wherever the fuck her house, they other house. Remember they went on that trip?
Yep. On
Because
that
that was
boring
at
ass
least
trip.
when Wendy first got there, when we first found out that Michael Darby had cheated on
Uh-huh.
Ashley again. But before that, Ashley sat in that damn garden or whatever field or whatever the fuck they was with Giselle, and they started gossiping about, oh, that baby ain't Chris's baby. That's got
Mm.
to be the trainer baby.
Yep.
Remember that whole bullshit?
Uh-huh.
And
Oh,
Monique is still trying to be friends with that fake ass
still was
bitch.
trying to be. Oh, and let's not forget how Monique was. Mia is mimicking Monique again on that same trip you talking about, El Teddy. Monique was upset because the girls were. She had the outside by the fire pit and everything, and she was
Mhm.
upset because Giselle, Ashley, and Candace sat back so that she could let her know her husband was, sticking it in where he wasn't supposed to.
Mm-mm-mm.
And Monique
Mhm.
is sitting here damn
Lisa
near,
ain't shit.
doing a Mia like, well, this is my trip and you're not, and what were you all talking about? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, this is supposed to be about me and you all aren't. And I had something special going on out here and we were going to, but everybody went to bed. You lying. What was we finna do? Sit up here by the damn fire and
Yeah.
make s'mores? Nobody want no damn s'mores.
So we get to the point that you talked about earlier, Nikki, where Karen invites Wendy only to ceremoniously have to call Wendy and uninvite her because, girl, baby, I wouldn't have invited Wendy. Baby, it's a part they having it for me, and I want you there. Baby, you come with us. And if they got a problem, then we'll ceremoniously go to another table
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll be right there having a good time
yeah.
because real girls do real things.
And, and
Yep.
and she wouldn't have shut down nothing because production would have been like, let me tell you something. We gonna film this.
Let me tell you something else. The Kenya Moore, she let Marlo ass sit there. I'm not getting out this car. Okay. You don't run shit but your mouth. Shut up.
Okay. On
But
her
did y'all
turn.
see how strong Mia opened that door? I'm sorry, but when she opened that door on Ashley, she
Baby,
almost fell out the
listen,
Oh, okay. So that's when they
Ashley,
went and they said, and now this is the part. This the part that really got me.
damn.
This the part that really got me because when you sat there, it gave guilty by association. So because you're gonna go over there with Wendy, when y'all gonna have to find somewhere else to live. Now this is where I'm talking about. She is abusing her power when it comes to this little house, and this is why I say they need to start splitting the little the pay when it comes to these trips because you ain't gonna sit there and have me out. You ain't gonna hold no place over my head. Like so, like where we at? Where
right?
we
The
at with all
Pink.
this?
At the Pink. Didn't Mercedes charge Autumn to stay at her crib? And when
Child,
she was ready for her to go, she told her to get the hell out. Me as a hoe. Y'all
Now,
know
if
where
we
to
was
get it
I
from.
at your
would me.
house in, if we was
Child.
at your house in Potomac, baby, you could have all that smoke and pressure. But baby,
Mm-hmm.
we are at the Airbnb,
We're in an
and please
Airbnb.
be clear: if you call the police are going to say, "Oh, y'all here together? Work it out."
How
Okay.
is it okay for Ashley to continue to enter into Candace's home after she asked her repeatedly to leave?
Because Candace invited her, and I don't know why Candace is still letting Ashley in her home. Because remember, Ashley tried to act like Candace had a whole machete,
That's
and,
what that's what
and
I'm
Candace
talking
had a
about. So
butcher knife.
right, so Candace
And
is wrong for telling this hoe to get out her house, but it's okay, and y'all think it's funny for Mia to go and tell them to get out of someplace that they renting. What?
Mm-hmm.
That's why this is colorism. It's the blatant hypocrisy.
Yeah.
mess.
Yeah. And then guilty by association, like, oh, it gave very much, oh, you're the N-word lover, like because y'all was trying to coddle Wendy in the situation.
Mhm.
That's what it gave, and they're falling into it now. All of them are on social media talking about, oh my god, I'm not a colorist. I'm not a colorist. Well,
Did
act
you
like
see
it.
Karen's part? Did y'all see that yet?
Mm-mm.
When
I
Karen went
don't even.
live
I don't
about it?
watch.
Oh, I seen Karen. I was
I
like,
didn't. What did
Karen.
Karen say?
She said, "Don't you dare call me a colorist. I'm not that.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm not that. I
But and she said none of them on the cast was. That's when I was like, okay, Karen, you
was
are a
like,
part of the
oh,
problem. She's
and
a part of the problem.
I was like, Karen, turn off, get off live, get off live. You no, and then she go to sit there
It's
and say,
so amazing.
yeah,
It's so amazing how these very same people saying that there's no colorism in an instant where there are times that white people do things that genuinely may or may not be racist, but they will call it racist and dare you to say that it's not. But it is
Hmm.
and dare you to even question them saying that it's racist. But in situations that is blatant colorism, they are going to fight you tooth and nail, and they look just as guilty as the white person sitting there fighting tooth
Yep.
and nail, saying that the things that they did and said we're not racist.
Yeah.
You got it. You got it.
You living in the privilege, you're not gonna see it. You're not gonna see it. I don't even know why at this point. At this point, don't talk about it. I don't know why everyone is
Let
talking
me
about it.
tell you, it's no way that they do not see it. Okay. Giselle has pledged, you know what sorority she pledged. I don't want to disgrace them in any way by saying, but
I
those are
mean,
her
but
colors.
here's the deal. Wendy is her soror. Wendy
Exactly.
is
And
the
that's
AKA
it.
with her.
And
And
this is what
Wendy,
I'm waiting to see. When are they going, that sorority? I am waiting for a statement to come out to
but
say that
that
this
got
is
called
not the type
out.
of sisterhood
Remember,
that they
no.
display.
But Nikki, go back to season 5. Remember season 5? Wasn't it Karen that told Wendy that Giselle was talking about her when they was
Uh-huh,
at the same trip?
uh-huh.
And
Your
that was to
memory
see
is
like y'all
correct.
supposed to be sorors.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Paper bag, paper bag.
mm,
Okay. Oh, so,
It's holding up. I'm just saying. It's and
mhm.
I know a
It
lot
is
of them.
that.
I have a lot of friends that are like that. This is holding up to the stereo, to the myth.
now I'm not gonna lie to you. Colorism and this cast not aside,
Mm-hmm.
I am petty as hell.
We know.
And I
We
might
know.
have been like, I'm not gonna say I in my past may not have pulled a Mia. And bitch, you supposed now this is with real friends, not this play shit.
Yeah.
Real friends.
Hmm.
If me and my real friends are out and I'm over here in the octagon windmilling and you ain't fighting with me and you side with the bitch that was trying to fight me, bitch, I'm gonna put you out too. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna even tell you I'm gonna put you out. Bitch, when y'all come back, your shit is not gonna be on the porch, it's gonna be on the curb off of the property.
Not bad girl
Okay?
club, child.
Baby, I ain't gonna even let you walk up to this shit.
Mattress in the pool.
Your shit is all the way on the curb like
Child.
trash. But that's just me.
And
I'm petty.
that's why I say watch who the hell you go on vacations with. I said it on my video when we talked about
Here's
it.
the
I would
Shanquella
not go on,
Robinson tease.
huh?
This is giving me
Yes.
Shanquella Robinson tease. Watch who the fuck you go
Yes.
out of town with. But
We just
we
seen
go
what
out of
happened over there in
town
Mexico. Yeah.
with real friends. I would never have this kind of problem with my friends.
Yeah.
Even in the heat of the worst battles with my friends, they are my friends. We gonna hold each other down, even if I can't stand you. I'm gonna be mad with you. I might kick you in the head if we have to sleep in the same bed, but we still friends, and I'm gonna still hold you down. And a real friend, I ain't gonna even tell your secrets because you ever had those friends that when they break up being friends with somebody, they want to blurt out all of their secrets and all
Oh,
their
Hmm.
stuff. You were never my friend. Because
Yeah.
a real friend, even in the heat of battle, I ain't gonna do that to you. I
Yeah.
got you. I'm still not gonna put your shit out there like that.
Now, El Teddy, I want to say I agree with all of that, but never say never, because years ago, back when I was in college, me and my best friend from the first grade, okay?
Mm.
Hmm.
First grade. We went to different colleges, but we went on a friends vacation, a few guys, a few of the girls. And I'm really like the outsider because these are all her friends, really.
Mhm.
Long story short, she got into it with one of her friends. She was dead ass wrong. But in the moment, she stormed off, right? And I'm like, girl, you know what our parents said? We got to stick together. I'm chasing this little bitch. She didn't disappeared in a sea of people. And I'm like
Oh
calling
Lord.
her phone. She don't pick up. So I'm calling, trying to just make sure she okay at least. She said I took sides. Long story short, I ain't whip ass till we got back to, our hometown.
I
But I'm being
still
so
got that.
serious. But in the moment, I was doing my absolute best to not tell nobody. Like I told her, like, girl, like you tripping, like, you know you was wrong, right? Like leave it alone. And then that's why she got mad at me. But publicly, I had her back. And once the other ladies got dropped off and it was just family business, I beat the shit out of her.
Oops.
So we got two
Like,
different
you
events going
causing
on.
all of this.
We got two
Mm-mm.
events going on. We got the beach with the beach whale and her other,
What you said,
aquatic animals around
beluga?
her. And then we got the lunch date with Wendy, Karen, Candace, and Ashley.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do one at a time. Let's do the beach and that scene. Listen, these look like the worst whores that you ever want to go. I'm from Miami, born and raised. I've had some of the best times in my life at the beach. Do you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
The beach is a place of fun. You don't go to the beach with people that's gonna bring you down. Just looking at these whores brought me down.
Didn't even get in the water. Like I'm like, ugh.
We don't
Now
need
I
no
know people
whales
who do
out
that.
there.
I'm okay with that. I know people who don't get in the water, and that's fine. But it just didn't look like a good time at the
Yeah.
beginning. I'm just saying.
And didn't even look like
We
it had enough
saw,
cabanas for everybody anyway. So it's just like, girl, you knew anybody was really gonna be there. Like,
and then you had the damn near pedophilia going on with
Mm.
Robin
yeah.
stealing on that little boy. Who
21. He
was
said
that? Who
21.
was a nice piece of dark chocolate?
And Robin still was touching touching that man after he said he was 21. I'm like, honey, that is still a pubescent child. He
The
just got
episode before
convicted.
we had a physical assault. Now this time we have sexual assault. It's too
Okay.
much.
Okay. He just now is able to drink. Okay, 21.
Girl, and he must have been drunk or paid off by Bravo just to go
He
over
was
there and
paid
play
by
the game.
Bravo. Did y'all see the rest of them? Like they tried to blur them out, but they were like one of them looked like he was about 15. I kid
The
you
little short one
not.
is one of the girls. The little
Yes, and
short
he was
one,
kind
the
of
little
brown
brown one.
skinned. It
That's
was
one of them. The
cringy.
brown
Yep, it
skin
was
one.
cringy.
He's one of the girls. Girl, he's
He's one of the
probably the
girls.
bottom of the group that's getting dog walked and getting his back blown out by the other boys. He was the resident slap bottom, and them other boys is blowing his back out. They was on their way to Twist. They was on their way back to the hotel to get changed, and they was at Twist later that night. If you don't know what Twist is on South Beach, go look it up.
Mm.
Cause
I can
Drama
imagine. It
Girl,
sounds like someplace fun. Yeah, I know. Mhm.
Twist, right? What street Twist on 8th or the 10th? I don't remember.
Don't
But
worry, I'll
Twist is
find it.
on Washington. It's on
Mm-hmm.
Washington Avenue. It's right on Washington Avenue. Anyway, um, so
And
we
yeah,
had that
even
going
when they
on.
were doing, even when they, but one part I wanted to mention, I think either was Robin or Giselle. I think it was Robin. She was like, "Oh, she don't look like she got no lump on her butt. Like she lied. Like this is what
She
I'm
don't
talking."
have no lungs, but she sure got a lot of
They
spots.
was so fake, fraudulent, and nasty to each other in the confessionals with Mia. And Mia just be wanting to be down with them. So, and I'm just like, Mia, these girls are not really for you.
They're
I think
not.
Wendy had Joe's best interest more than these girls behind the scenes.
Mm. But I don't. But if Mia really watched this show, Giselle and Robin have not changed.
Yeah.
At
Their
all.
playlists. They do this all the time. They ain't loyal to nobody but each other's clitorises. They ain't even loyal to each other. They just loyal to each other's cooches and clitorises. Well, Giselle's clitoris and Robin's man meat.
You
I'm
got it
just
right. That's right.
Not the man meat. Yeah.
You got it right. You're
so
right.
and
They are just
then
rotating players, but they are
mhm.
staying in those same two positions.
Now Ashley sent a text to the group chat saying it's fucked up that you told us that we can't stay at the house, but we'll be right back there anyway. And the big bloated beached beluga whale, Charisse. This is Mia's assistant. Bitch, sit the fuck down, you ugly piece of shit. That's a raggedy bitch. She's a raggedy
It's
bitch.
really with the way you be calling her a beluga whale. I'm dead. Like, stop.
She's a raggedy bitch. She is.
It's,
Girl.
I
But
wanted to like Sharice this season, but yeah, she just wanna
I
be
did too. I
down.
really came in and said, I'm not gonna do her like that. She's
Yeah.
back. We gonna give her another chance. This bitch came right back with the fuck shit. The bitch ain't shit.
Yeah.
Um, so back on the at the lunch date, um, Petunia reared her ugly head
Oh
because
yeah.
Wendy said she had some tea about Mia and the fact that she don't really see her for Mia like that because Mia and some about some chick he was with, some alleged chick he was bumping pussies with
So
or
he
whatever.
was playing
But
both sides.
this shit is so messy. Like
Mm.
Petunia, you doing way too much. Way, way too much, Petunia. Like I really wasn't here for that. Like I was like, really, this
Yeah,
is what we doing?
yeah. That's what we
You
doing.
know what? I'm actually kind of glad that this happened because you never know. We might get Nene back because this has definitely revived her little, sayings because
Mhm.
she was speaking nothing but the truth years ago. She called
Yeah,
it.
age like
Mhm.
fine wine. Okay, you need to stop being a damn bitch. You need to stop rolling
Yeah.
with me.
Cause you over here telling Mia, oh, I got beef with Wendy, and then telling Wendy, oh, you know I got beef with Mia because this bitch did such and such. And
Oh,
both
and
of you
don't forget
hoes are
about
He the
whatever
hoes.
he
running back.
told Giselle too. Whatever he told
Yeah, he
Giselle
told
about
Giselle something.
Wendy.
He the running back. He that same person you go to you tell the information to by accident, then they run back and tell this group to get them riled up. Like he's the running back. Like that's messy. It's messy.
He's like Cole Martin from Mama. If you want everybody to know, tell that one person. It'll get out.
It'll get out there.
A
And
mess.
Mhm.
what? And for what? Just an episode on a house because you wanted to be back on Housewives so bad.
He's
Yeah, that's all.
basically
Yeah,
being
that's why.
successful because he done been on like 4 or 5 franchises at this point.
Hmm.
Child, I mean,
Hmm.
he's like the Safari of Housewives.
No, not the
Because
Safari.
Safari done been on all of the Love and Hip Hops.
Uh-huh.
All of
You
them.
right.
Yeah, that is
All
true.
of
And he was
them.
with somebody that was something, but now you not.
Child. So
Sorry. That
Wendy decides she's gonna go to the studio session with Candace with and Trina.
was a cute moment. I
It
love
was a cute
Adorable.
moment, but not a cute song. Now I love Trina down, and I'll fight all y'all on this screen about Trina. I don't fuck off about Trina. Trina was fine to me. Trina knows the assignment every time. She did what she was supposed to do. But them mediocre ass vocals of Candace girl.
sourpuss, sourpuss,
I
sour.
feel like if you gonna have Trina on a song, it need to be like an upbeat song. You know what I'm saying? Cause Trina got that, energy, and
The
I feel like
song was too slow,
that's what I'm
and
saying.
when
I need her
Trina
on the
came in,
upbeat
it
song,
picked up, but it was like
and we couldn't
Trina's
even hear
verse
the
didn't
music or the
fit.
beat.
Yeah, it didn't
Now,
fit. Trina had
I'm
like the hip hop, like go to the club, turn up type of thing, and Candace stuff was just like real mellow.
I
I
gotta
don't
hear
think
it
that
though, because
they
it
had the
kind of
right
sound different when I heard a snippet of it. It sounded a little different from what we got.
because you probably heard it with the music, and we didn't hear it with the music on the show. Maybe they didn't have the rights or something like
Well,
that.
that
Maybe
sounds good.
That's a good point.
It's not gonna sound perfect when you're hearing it before you mixing and mastering it. But then when I heard the snippet because somebody shared it, and I was like, okay, I might have to listen to this.
that's what I'm saying. That like that was a
Yeah,
bad. They should have paid for the rights to that so we could
yeah,
hear it
so we can
like
hear
it.
it.
'Cause that didn't do you no favors. Uh, Candace, no favor. Now the cute scene was when they left and Whitney was like, when I get in the video, I'm a slither in the video because
That
that was the
was
whole
so
thing.
cute.
Like
Yeah,
I
she was
actually got
fine.
teary eyed on that part. That was like
it
That was
was.
very
We
cute.
seen
it
we
was
seen an
something I feel
out.
the show been missing, like a
Yeah,
sisterhood.
just a little pinch of sincerity and genuine. And I feel like they need to be thick as thieves at this point in time because everybody else is essentially against them.
And let's
Mm.
not forget how they always say Wendy takes herself and everything too seriously. She is still making fun of herself with that slither thing.
She
She
is.
did in that moment when Karen said it and it got to her. She knew it was true and it was funny as hell and she know it and she gonna
Mhm.
hold on to it. So I enjoyed it.
It was. When they go back to the house, Karen gets a bouquet of roses from Ray Ray. And then there's the whole confrontation with Jacqueline summons Karen up to the penthouse to come
Mhm.
talk to Mata up in the big house. Now, let me say this.
Mia looking sickly as hell. That's ooh.
Listen, if you know you're gonna be on camera, real girls do real thing, baby. I'm not going on camera without a full beat. Baby, if Jacqueline is your best friend, why is she summoning people up here with the cameras? And girl, I ain't got not one piece of makeup on here. Baby, I don't come on camera without a full beat.
Girl was looking
What are we doing?
she was looking real scary.
She
She was looking
looked
very much.
horrible.
Okay, I hate to be the one to point this out, but Mia is now doing what Giselle does. except she doesn't have the face to back it up. Giselle is tacky as
Mia is
hell.
the
She
man.
can't dress and her wigs are bad, but she still goes out and she doesn't have any
Mia is the
shame, it doesn't
man.
seem
I
like.
keep telling y'all, Mia is a drag queen. She's a man.
Not she a drag queen.
I
You ever
wouldn't be
seen a drag queen?
surprised.
The ones that
Out
had
there,
seal,
floor corner.
not the ones without seal. The ones that had seal put in their face. You know what I'm saying?
Honey got
And you
that
see them
window
out of
putty
drag,
up in her cheeks.
right? And you see them out of drag, and they look scary. You see them out of drag, you be like, "Ooh,
He said, "Ooh,
oh,
baby,
girl,
them
go
cheeks,
put on your face."
girl, them
I
cheeks
think Mia thought that she was pretty enough to pull
No,
off the
man, she
natural
couldn't have.
look.
She
enough
couldn't
with
have
the
said that about
wrestling.
that.
Too much, too much.
And now, I believe wholeheartedly that what Wendy was insinuating was correct because I believe Wendy got a whole dick and balls between her legs, and Gordon Gartrell loves it. He's probably gay himself, and Gordon Gartrell, when they have threesomes, it's Leah
Ooh.
and another man. I'm telling you, it'll be Jacqueline. Ain't no possible. It's probably
Oh, you
Jacqueline's
saying? Oh, you
boyfriend.
saying me? I thought you said Wendy for a second. I'm like, whoa, hold on,
Not
wait,
Wendy, Mia. Well,
Mia.
I'm saying Wendy alluded to at the
Correct.
bar
She did.
that yeah, remember she said you and your man, y'all be playing around with men and women. Remember she said
Uh-huh.
that to Mia
Yeah, but
after
that
she
don't
got
mean
the drink?
Mia. That don't mean
Huh?
Mia is the. That
But
don't
it
mean.
don't mean it ain't Mia. Mia, I'm sorry, foot. Mia's foot is as big. I ain't never seen no shit like it. I'm being
Oh.
serious. Because I thought Candace was just saying that, but I saw when she had on like her black leggings, like she had on all black, and just like a little thong sandal. That foot was foot. It was huge. And then don't forget when Ashley was trying to calm the stuff down at the dinner table, she was like, "Oh, ooh, you too big to be doing that. You a big girl to be doing all this." She wasn't
She
talking about
didn't
her
say
age.
that.
She was talking about because Ashley a little thing. Mia was
Mhm.
towering over her like Shaq. She like, woo, wait a minute. I think that Mia, I mean,
It's
let's
a
be honest.
man.
Ashley had to do what she had to do with that crypt keeper, and Mia has to do what she got to do. G and Michael have shown some similarities.
Yep. Yep. Because you see how G was doing with Karen last season.
Inappropriate.
Hmm. He
Mm.
was very inappropriate with Karen. Very inappropriate. You get him a little sauce in his system, get him some alcohol, and he's completely out of order. Tracy, did you take care of the troll? Tracy, did you take care of the troll?
Oh, we had a troll in here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mia has slept with Peter. Mia, it seems like she has the same type as Giselle. I'm
Mhm.
not gonna forget there were rumors a few months ago that Giselle was dating Peter. Did anybody forget that? I didn't.
That was in the blogs. It really
Uh-huh.
was. That was certainly
Every
in the
dude
blog.
that
It
Giselle is
absolutely was in the
with
blog.
is a dark skinned, usually bald head dude. Mia, we got Peter, we got G. Like it seemed like
Thank
they
you,
like the
Tracy.
type.
mm-hmm.
Well,
Because women
Karen
like that, they
basically.
ride big black cock and they
Oh,
think that that don't make them colorist, but it
oh,
do.
oh.
Just like white women. Okay.
Yeah, Karen said that too. She was like, my husband is chocolate, and my mother." I'm like, "Oh Lord, Jim."
It's a whole
Mm-hmm.
lot of racist white women that's married to black men.
Okay.
Just because you like black dick in you, don't mean that you like black people.
Say it again.
So Karen basically told Mia, "Girl, I ain't here for you. I don't give a shit how you feel. Girl, like it or love, girl, I got my own money. Go with God. You don't want to do it, fine. You don't have to have no party, girl. I'm good. I'm grown. I'm 59." Even though she was lying about that, she really 74. I keep telling y'all. But girl. But what was Jacqueline's purpose in all of that? Like she was ranting and raving and hot. Girl, sit down somewhere,
And
Jacqueline.
she wasn't even saying nothing to nobody. Because anytime somebody she say something, like, "What you talking about? Are you on her side?" I was like,
Mm.
"Child, Mia got a hold on that poor thing. She want to speak out, but she really can't."
Jacqueline is just trying to, get her time on the show.
Mhm.
So hopefully she can be asked back.
She
And we
won't.
don't want you. We don't want you. We don't want your friend. We don't want the moose. We don't want none of y'all hoes.
Not the moose. Who the moose?
You know who the moose is.
Who? Not Mia.
No, not Mia. Sharice.
Oh,
Yes,
Sharice.
it is.
Come
I
on.
mean, look at her.
Right, come on. The
She
moose, the
does give you a
walrus.
bullwinkle. She does give you a bullwinkle teeth.
She does.
Not Bullwinkle.
Is that bull? Which was it? Rocky or Bullwinkle was the moose?
Bullwinkle. Yeah, Bullwinkle was the moose.
Not
Okay,
Sharice is the damn moose. That's the bottom line.
a mess.
And when is somebody gonna tell Robin that she has more Caucasian in her? She needs to wash her hair each and every
Oh
single
dear
day.
God. Oh dear God.
I'm sorry,
It
but
went on
every
from
day.
there. Final thoughts on the episode.
The episode was freaking. It was a roller coaster. It pissed me off in certain scenes, and it's setting us up for the next episode. Now I had like a little situation because it seemed like everybody's kind of divided, and I think Giselle is going to disrupt that division to make the other side like close in on itself. If because somebody brings up an audio.
Robin.
Oh, it was Robin. It was Robin. An audio of and this is the next episode sneak peek. Um, I think Candace going off saying everybody fake or some shit like that, and then like Ashley comes out of nowhere talk about, oh well, Candace said something about Karen cheating. So I'm like, y'all are disrupting the other side because, like I said, the house is divided into two, and they trying
Well,
to.
they already know. Well, Giselle is going to gather Ashley because remember, Giselle and Ashley are friends. So
Mhm.
Giselle going to gather Ashley real fast. Bitch, remember, we had a whole storyline that we worked on. Bitch, you fucking up now. You don't
Mhm.
whole storyline. Get your life in order and bring your ass back over to the
Ride
house.
with the wrong crew.
And you know, Ashley really wants all parts of going against Candace because remember, before they went over to Wendy, they said, let's put aside our differences.
Yep.
For that. And I don't know why I ain't putting aside shit. Fuck you. I'm going to go see Wendy. Now, if you want to tag your last ass along, you can. But bitch, I'm not here for you. I'm here to go and see Wendy and not your stinking ass.
And that's essentially what they did. But what
But you
Candace, what the
notice Ashley and Karen didn't go. Ashley and Karen didn't go to with Candace and Wendy. They
oh yeah,
went
because they
back.
wasn't invited. They weren't invited.
No, they could have went with. No, I'm saying they could have went with Candace and Wendy to
To
the
No, that's what I'm saying.
studio.
Candace didn't invite them. She invited Wendy. She and yeah. And the other two, they was like, okay, we'll go back to the house and you guys go back to go to the studio. They weren't invited.
Mhm.
Mm.
But the audio that Robin is playing next week is of a live that Candace did. So it's
Yeah.
not a secret recording or anything. And Ashley, I mean, I don't really see Ashley is doing what we knew she was gonna do. I mean, it's pretty much what they agreed on. Time out, time out on our shit right now. Next episode is back time in. Like I do kind of
That time.
appreciate that
Yeah, cause
energy.
right, cause it
Like
sounds
bitch,
like
I don't like
listen,
you.
listen, y'all got this one episode where I didn't have to drag Ashley and I didn't have to drag Karen. Next week, we're back to our regularly scheduled programming where those whores
Oh,
will get drugged with reckless abandon.
Wait, El Teddy, you didn't drag Robin. I mean, Karen today. I think you
I
did.
did not drag Karen today.
no, Tracy dragged Karen. She said that girl 97.
She did say Karen was 97 years old.
Yeah.
It was really the linebacker comment with Sharice. I was like, oh shit.
Actually, Sharice give me offensive line. She give me her and Chris Samuels were right next to each other
Oh,
on the offensive line for the Washington football team. Hmm
Y'all be
That
I'm
doing too
done.
much.
I have been on here just enjoying you guys so much. Thank you so much for allowing me
welcome.
to get up here. I really enjoyed myself. Y'all have a wonderful night and keep up the great work.
Oh,
You
thank you
do
so
the
much.
same. Thank you
You do
so
the same.
much.
Bye bye.
Bye.
We love our audience participation.
We love it. We love it. It
'Cause
was
y'all had both me and Darren up here like, oh,
gagged. Gagged.
Lord, oh. So next week, but I told you 2 episodes ago
Mhm.
Oh, it's about to get started. Welcome to
Yeah,
the Housewives of Potomac.
this
I
is gonna
told you
be
2 episodes ago.
I'm anticipating for this reunion because it's gonna be really interesting. I
I
want to see them.
said, bitch,
Yeah.
welcome to Real Housewives of Potomac, because this is what these hoes give.
Mhm.
This is what they give.
I'm not disappointed. Like I'm like, wow.
As much as, but you know what? A good Housewives episode. If I'm being honest, this was a great episode. Oh, it was a great episode
Yeah.
because it drew you in and it made you emote in several different ways. It had funny parts. It had parts where you screamed at the television screen and all that. So it was actually a great episode,
Hmm.
regardless as to what side you were on. It was a great episode.
Yeah, it was. Well, we're gonna be talking about this on my channel next week, child. So
We'll be on Darren's channel next week. Tracy, if you can, real fast, can you get Darren's link and put it in the chat for us, please? Thank you, ma'am. Um, we will be back on Darren's channel next week.
mm-hmm.
Same bat time.
Same time, child. Be sure to subscribe to the channel right here.
Subscribe to Darren's channel, The Darren Green Show. I think you're almost at your watch time hours, right?
Yeah. I got we're at 3,000, so I need 1,000 more to get
Okay.
4,000 more. Yeah, I'm just really hopeful. I think by the time I start with the relaunch of the podcast, I think that's when the watch time hours will go because I'll have longer episodes because I'll have the full-fledged podcast. I just got to flesh out some things. I have to figure out what I'm going to do. I'm going to move more into doing these reality TV show reviews, not always a panel, but like doing the because I started doing it with Potomac. I'm just seeing where it goes, and I'm really excited and happy that I'm getting new subscribers and people that are interacting every day. It's we here with it. We here. Thank
That's
you, Tracy.
good. Well, we are glad that we can be a part of that process. And we're glad to watch you grow. You'll surpass us at some point, and we'll be a little guy begging you to be a part of your.
Oh no,
Oh,
you always invited, child. It don't matter how many subscribers I'm gonna get, child. I'm
Oh
still gonna be
man!
the same person. I'm still gonna be the same bitch out here trying to make it work.
So,
Yeah.
but y'all know I always say I love y'all. I love all y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged and much appreciated. We had so much fun with you guys today. Thank you all so much for interacting with us. Thank you, Nikki, for coming up. Thank you, Tracy, for coming up. Thank all y'all in the comment section because y'all been in the comment section carrying today. Carrying over here in the comment section.
And for the people that came on, like, I was like, I got my entire life. Okay.
Yes. Y'all was over here carrying today. So we are thank you so much. Hey Crystal G, thank you so much as well. So that's all we got for y'all this week, y'all. Hey Hobo Boo. Hey Cookie. Until next time, we'll see y'all next week on Darren's channel, Tuesday at 8. See y'all then.
Bye.